when you take on a spiritual mother or a spiritual father, what you end up doing is you end up looking to them for guidance and becoming like them instead of becoming like him. I'm very cautious for anybody to call me a spiritual father to them, not because I'm not willing to love them, not because I'm not willing to help them, but I was taught early on that if God's not my spiritual father, I won't look to him for advice, I'll look to them for advice. You say, well, what about mentors? Okay, well, that's still kind of bad because you'll look for the opinions of man. That seems right to a man, but it leads to death. But if the Holy Spirit is my mentor, now I have God the Father where I'm looking more like him and Holy Spirit telling me what I need to do in a situation. The reason we look more for spiritual mothers and fathers is because we don't really trust the word of the Lord to be true or to be enough for our life. Or we're not hungry enough to look for the answer in the Bible. We want to get the answer for someone that thinks they know the Bible because they went to a school of apologetics and know how to argue the Bible for their own accord, but they don't really teach the words of Jesus. We're not live, are we? Dang. I'm not against spiritual mothers and fathers. I'm not against that at all. I consider these men and women that I read their stories, I consider my dad, I consider Bill Johnson. I consider those people spiritual mothers and fathers. But here's the thing. Before I go look for their answers, I look for his. If I can't find it, now I go to someone that can father me into it. You get what I'm saying? But that's a very cautious thing for me because I don't need your opinion. Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth. Jesus is the truth. Not some person who has some opinion about something that they read after they encountered something and didn't understand it. Jesus says, I am the truth. So before I go to you for an opinion, I'm getting in with the Father to seek his face.